Infinity of Cincinnati.
Xavier beginning the month of February on a 5-game losing streak. Then in their first contest of the month, they lost to perennial Big East doormat DePaul at home. 6 straight losses in Travis Steele's first year, looking like it couldn't be salvaged. As we head into March, X looking to push a winning streak to 5 games on the road against St. John's. Muskies without Elias Harden tonight didn't make the trip after violating team rules. Second half, Xavier up 7. Zach Hankins, great position, hammers home the dunk. Andy's fouled. 3-point play puts X up 10. Later, X up 5. Quentin Gooden, how sweet is that off the glass? He had 13, X up 7, more Thunder. Tyreek Jones loses the handle underneath, but does not get cheated. Slam part of 11 points and 10 rebounds for Jones tonight. The night, though, belonging to Najee Marshall, who has developed a killer instinct. A career-high 31, 63-55. Xavier began unraveling for St. John's around the 4-minute mark when head coach Chris Mullen and guard Shamori Pons both got technicals. Xavier making it 5 in a row, 84-73 over the Red Storm. NKU no longer controlling their own fate in the horizon on the road at Milwaukee. No Drew McDonald for the Norse tonight. Second half, Dantez Walton for 3 gives NKU their first lead since 13 minutes in the first half. Walton had 13. With McDonald out, Jalen Tate doing the heavy lifting in the lane and 1 3-point play puts the Norse up 11. Tate leading the way with 18 points. 2.5 to play. Chris Vogt hasn't been that wide open since the 5th grade. He had 16 points. NKU nails down the stretch. Big second half gives them a 65-55 win. The Reds losing in spring training today to the Brewers. 10-8 the final. The starting lineup for Cincinnati had great days. Yasiel Puig, his first homer with his new team, and Matt Kemp with 2 doubles. Kemp knows it's going to be a crowded outfield picture for the Reds, but the 14-year vet wants his share of PT.
It's very important. I really can't do nothing sitting on the bench. My job is to drive in runs. That's what I've been trying to do my whole career, is make things happen, drive in runs, and playing time. That's what I want to do. I want to play. I don't want to sit on the bench and watch baseball.
FC Cincinnati has landed in Seattle. Why the MLS hasn't done them any favors to begin the season. Every email they've sent this offseason updating the media on their newest trade acquisition or latest community involvement or the newest corporate sponsor. They could have paid for 2 stadiums on the West End. There's been so much to follow surrounding this team's rise to the MLS, it's been hard to keep track. Fortunately, the offseason is close to over. The soccer beginning this weekend. We were there when they departed Cincinnati this morning. The Orange and Blue have arrived in Seattle ahead of their inaugural game in their inaugural season of MLS play. The Seattle Sounders, one of the premier franchises in the league, winning the MLS Cup 3 years ago, setting the league record for consecutive wins last year. Oh, and game 2 for FCC, the defending MLS Cup champs, the Atlanta United. I mean, is this how they treat the new guys around here?
Well, we know we haven't been given an easy start to the season from a schedule perspective, but it is what it is. And so we're willing to embrace it. We're just looking forward to going game by game. That's always been our philosophy, and it will stay the same this year. Get ourselves ready for Seattle, go embrace this challenge. Once this one finishes, get ourselves ready for Atlanta, and then just keep on going week by week.
A reminder, our FC Cincinnati preview, it's a new game, will air a half hour before this Seattle contest this Saturday, 9:30 p.m. on Star 64. Gary and I will cover it all from the front office to the new players on the pitch, even some of the most rabid fans making an in-studio appearance. There will be megaphones. It's a new game, Saturday, 9:30 on Star 64, and we'll be right back.